All right. Hello, everybody, and good morning. It is a beautiful summer, but not summer yet day today. I hope you guys are enjoying the great weather we're having. I came on maybe a minute early because I know it takes time for people to refresh their screens to get notified that I'm live. I'm going to try and stare in the right spot so my eyes don't look funny this morning. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here. If you're watching on replay, welcome. I have a couple cards to share with you today because I won't be able to make our meeting on Saturday for our regularly scheduled stamp together as my nephew's getting married. So we'll be doing that on Saturday. And so I thought I would come on live today and make a couple cards for you. One will be a Father's Day card, and another will be a floral card, because who doesn't like floral cards? So that's what I'm going to do for you today. So if you're watching on the replay, just let me know that, well, I was going to say that you can hear me, but, I don't want to go through 45 minutes and find out I had my mic muted or something. So, but anyway, leave me a comment whether you're watching live or on replay. So I just gonna give you a few housekeeping updates. June, the month of June, there's two things going on with Stampin' Up. One is the designer paper series sale. It's 15% off. Not all of it is off. I think 13 out of 16 or something. The in color 6x6 are not on sale, but the rest is. I believe that's how it works. But I put a link on our Facebook group here, so just click on that link and you'll see what is 15% off. If you just want a couple of those and you live local, I'm putting an order in on Saturday. So if you want to join that order, then you just pay 11%. So it's gone up a percent shipping. So if your order's $30, you'll pay just over $3, $3.10 or whatever. For shipping, as opposed to the flat fee to have it come direct to you, which is going to be $11.95. So if you just want a couple things, let me know and I'll add it to my order for sure. And that should come hopefully by next Friday and you can come pick it up. If you're not local, sorry, but it is a good deal, the 15% off. Okay. What else? Oh, there's another sale this month. I'm just going to let you guys know the starter kit to become a demonstrator is on sale. It's regular, I believe. I'm going to lie. I think it's $165 regular, and it's on sale for $135. That's no shipping. And yeah, free shipping on that. I do believe you pay taxes, but free shipping. And then you get to pick $206 in product for that $135 with free shipping. So it's actually a really good deal. A lot of people do it even just to get a discount. You'll get a 20% instant discount for the first several months. And I've had a lot of people just join just for the discount for a few months and then they drop. So don't feel that you can't do that either. If you want the discount and you want all the free stuff, or to get $206 in product for $135, that alone is a great deal. So give it a try if you want. I will put the link to my Join Now page. I haven't done that, but I'll do that after this live, and then you guys can check it out, or if you have questions, you can find the answers there or let me know. So let's go to my project desk here. Okay, so here's the designer series paper that's on sale. So I did put the link on our page so you can bring up this flyer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 13 pieces on sale. No in color 6x6. And I think they're the specialty papers, I think, like the vellums and stuff, aren't on sale. So just these select, but it's most of them, so that's pretty good. So that's for the month of June. Okay. So let's get started. I'm in a swap, as you guys know, monthly swap. And one of the swaps that came was this really fun card that is also a gift card holder. And it's really, really simple to do. So I thought I would show you guys how to make that. I'm going to make one as a Father's Day card, and I'm going to use the Gone Fishing suite. Let's Go Fishing, it's called. So this is the suite that I ordered. So you do get the DSP paper with that suite. You do get this embossing folder. I think it's called Twisted Rope or something like that. Yeah, Twisted Rope. That looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. If I open it up. It kind of looks like it could be a little bit of waves of water as well, but they call it Twisted Rope. And the dies are fun because they look like a little toolbox with all the little bits and bobs that go in the toolbox. So that's kind of fun. I don't typically, this is not my style of stamp, but I absolutely loved this one, and obviously I ordered it. So let's make, it's a nice masculine card. You don't, obviously it's too late to buy for Father's Day, but that's okay. So we're going to do this style of card. I'm going to just spout off. If you want to write them down, and then if you're on the replay, you can freeze and go get your supplies and come back, okay? So I am using a card base that's 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Whoop. So 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I'm using boho blue here. And I'm also using the Designer Series paper. You can pick whatever paper you want, but this is, isn't this fun? I don't, my husband fishes. Maybe that's why I kind of like this paper, but I don't know. And then on the back, which I love that Stampin' Up! Is doing, with the back is kind of all neutrals, except for this one. Well, it's neutral, but it's got the fishing hooks on it. You can use on any project. It doesn't have to be specific to the Gone Fishing stamp set, which I love. They do that on all their paper, which is great. Okay, so I have this. I was organized. Let's see. I can grab my pieces. I also used, oh, by the way, I was going to tell you what to use. The card base, 4 1/4 by 11. All right, and I've got some layering pieces. One is 4 inches by 3 1/2. That'll be a different color than your card base. And then a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I did a banner cutout. So I'll repeat that. You probably just want to see what we're making first. I also used the Stylish Shapes dies, which I have to say I use a fair bit. I think it's a very good versatile. Oh, this is the Gone Fishing. Whoops. Let's open it the right way. By the way, this little fish die will cut out the fishes. Some of the fishes, not all of the fishes, but it cuts out the fish on the DSP paper, which I also love. Something Stampin' Up's been doing the last couple of years. Not all the different fish, but these salmon. I'm going to assume they're salmon. I don't know. Are they salmon? I don't know. They just look like fish to me. Anyway, I haven't done a card yet with the toolbox. I think that'd be kind of fun. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to bring in my cutter. And I'm going to take my 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to put 2 score lines in here. One at 3 3/4. 3 3/4. I'm going to open this up. Do another one at 9 1/4. So that is 3 3/4 and 9 1/4. Okay, which makes this little piece on the end 1 3/4. So you could turn it around if you're more comfortable with that and do 1 3/4. Up to you. All right, put that aside. And what else? Okay, so here is my DSP that I cut out and a layering piece. So as you're going to see, I just gave this a scant of a layer. So this DSP is 3 7/8 by 3 3/8. And then this layering piece is 4 by 3 1/2. If you don't want to layer it, you certainly don't have to. Some people don't like cutting to within a 1/16 of an inch. Then just do your designer paper as 4 3.5, and don't worry about the layering. Up to you. You do whatever size you want. All right. So I'm going to adhere that all down. And I'm not going to put a closure on this card. The one I got as a swap has a little bit of a tab with the thank you to help it stay closed. But I found actually it stays closed on its own, so I don't worry too much about it. However, we do want to fold this over, and forgive me for my really, look at this thing. I probably had this for 20 years. I use it for everything. Everything, including spreading ink on my ink pads, which is why it's so discolored. But I do have a new one somewhere. Do you think I can find it? No, I don't know where it is. Anyway, if you give this a really good burnish, it's going to stay down. You won't have a problem. All right, now let's add this to the top here, just like this. Like that. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the warm weather out there. It's been tolerable. I can't say it's been too terrible. Haven't had to turn our air conditioner on at night, so that's pretty good. Okay, so that's that. I cut the exact same piece because I really liked the opposite side, and I cut it at 4 inches, so you can see I actually cut it to the size of the, oh my gosh, what is this? Copper clay cardstock that I used. So this is boho blue and this is copper clay, because when I put this on, I didn't layer it, A, and B, I want it to have the same border width. So that's why I did that. I could have put a border on this, but I did not. I did not. Okay, so this goes on here. And my dog is in my office, so I hope he doesn't all of a sudden have a barking fit, because that wouldn't be much fun. Okay, I cut these pieces out of the stylish shapes, okay, the square and this little banner. And I'm going to take Happy Father's Day. You could do Happy Birthday, thank you, whatever. Take the copper clay. Oh no, you know, I was just about to say live, anything can happen, and that happened. Oh well, you know what? Is what it is. I just won't affix it permanently. It happens. You all know it does. I'll put something there to cover it up. Okay, so I took one of these little fish. I actually fussy cut that one because that's the one I wanted. And I'm going to pop it up with some dimensions. I kind of wanted this to look like a trophy fish. I don't know if it does, but that's kind of the idea that was in my head, that it would be a trophy fish. You know, lesson learned, I should cut multiples of that out in case something happens live. Then I get this problem. Anyway, no worries. Okay, so let's take some glue. And I was going to use this kind of as the closure part, but I just didn't like where it sat. And then this sat, I don't know, I didn't like it. I liked it better down here. So that's where I put it. Down there like that. All right. So we are going to, so this is my 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 that I cut out to put on there. Now I'm a bit annoyed. I'm a little annoyed that I did that. So I'm going to quickly see if I can get my stylish shapes out. Is this the size? That is the size. I'm going to scoot over where you can't see me and cut out quickly another one because I'm being fussy. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! That didn't take too long, did it? There we go. Get rid of the one that I schmucked up. Make sure I have no ink on my fingers. Well, see, look, that could be part of it. Have you ever had days where everything goes wrong and you're constantly getting ink on everything. I have had those days. They are no fun, especially when I'm doing a swap and I'm doing the same card 10 or 12 times, and then that happens. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm so much happier with that. Close that. Make sure I have no ink on my fingers. Okay, perfect. Wipe the excess on your pants because we all do that. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up as well so it kind of matches the dimension below. So in the meantime, if you're watching this and you're following along, you can cut a piece of DSP that is 7 inches by 3 1/4. And that's going to be our inside, 7 inches by 3 1/4. So once I put this on the front, we will do the little slide on the inside. Okay. That. And glue. A lot of glue. Okay. So again, I'm not putting a close tab on this. I just find it works just as well. So now we're going to open this up and we're going to take, hopefully, we're going to take my piece of paper. I might have to cut one. 7 inches. I had one. I don't know where it went. Don't you love that? Don't you love that? I went over all my pieces this morning and everything was there. So what happened? I am not sure what happened. Oh well, you know, such is life. We'll just cut another one. So you want a piece that is, just a shame to have to cut this all down if I don't have to cut it. If my eyes are just being a bit blind here, not being able to find. Whatever. Okay. 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 inches is about the width of a credit card or a gift card. This is my Canada Post business card, but you get the idea. So 3 1/4 inches is what's going to fit. And I'm going to cut this down to 7 inches like this. Okay, so there is my 3 1/4 by 7. And I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch on one side. Make sure your cutter is out of the way. Score lightly. You don't want to cut through the paper with your score blade, which I have done before. Okay, so 1/2 inch. And then you also want 5 1/2 inches. So bring that in. So here's my 1/2 inch. I did do it this way. I just found it easier and then I flipped it and did 5 1/2. I hope that makes sense. So there you can't see it, but that's my 1/2 inch score right there. Okay, I see that I've frozen. Oh, should be okay. All right, so there we go. I am going to use some tearaway tape. I'm going to fold this over this way, and I'm going to fold this piece up so the back side can be seen. So I'll flip this over, put some tearaway tape. All right. Pull that off. If I can, oh, come on, there we go. All right. And I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to bring it down to this fold. Don't go right on top of it because you might buckle it if you do that. So just go very, very, very close to that line, I'm guessing. Okay, so like that. And then this piece comes up, but we want to glue it down. So I'm actually going to use glue. I'll have to hold it here for a second, but that's okay. Just like that on that edge and on that edge. Plus this Tombow glue, it dries so fast that I love it. Okay, just like that. So we'll have to hold it there for a few seconds so it doesn't come loose. Or you can use, Suquang if you have it. So there you have it, a really quick Father's Day card. What's going on? Am I buckling? Oh. Oop. Just fold that up. If you find that you didn't maybe score it properly on the bottom, just fold it up a little bit. There we go. All right, just like that. Okay, perfect. And that would be where your gift card would go. I think this is a great Father's Day card. And I didn't, like I said, I don't know. I don't think it needs a little, here's the original, and it's got this on it. But here's the thing, when you put a card in here, it makes it hard to bend to actually, you have to kind of lift it up and do that. Anyway, you know, it's just whatever. I just liked it this way, so that's the way I did it. I'm also going to add some, I'm going to add, if I can find it, oops, throwing things on the floor now. I'm going to add some bling. Where did my bling go? Honest to Pete, ladies, I'm telling you. I had it all organized, and now I can't even find what I'm looking for. Well, maybe I'll do it later, seeing as I can't find it now. Ugh, frustrating. Oh, of course, it's right in front of my nose. There you go. Ba-ba! These are adhesive-backed sparkle gems. Now, I know it's hard to tell on camera, but I just, you know, lures are sparkly. They catch the fish's eye. And so I thought, I kind of like this. So I'm going to use the copper because it seems to go with the copper clay. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put a big one, maybe up here, and another big one off over here, just to add like a little bit of bling. There you go. Really fun, quick card that you can use as a gift card. I actually have a wedding to go to, as you know. I think I might make my wedding card like this and then put a gift card in it. That would be great. All right, so that is one down. Here is the other one. Just give me a second to clear all this stuff away so I don't get uber confused with what I'm doing next. Make sure my dies are put away. Otherwise, I'll lose them, which you don't want to do. Okay. So some of you, I'm just going to say quickly, missed, we missed our last stamp together. This is what we made. Isn't this fun? I don't know what this is called. Pop-up box of some sort. I didn't record it, so I might do it again if you missed it, because it is a fun card to make. I might just do a video on that later, but a couple of you were there, but not very many, as goes the summer months. Okay, so where is my next project? Right here. Okay, so this project is going to use, it's a floral one. It's going to use textured florals and the textured floral dies. Okay, and I'm using the inked say that 1,000 times. Inked Botanicals 6x6 paper. This is on the sale list. I love it. I've been using it for quite a few projects. I just really like it. It's meant to go with inked, what's it called? Inked and the stamp set that I got, but I can't remember what it's called. Do you know the problem is? Inked and tiled. I bought so much. I can't even remember. I haven't memorized all the names yet. Anyway, goes with inked and tiled, but it goes well with this textured floral. So I decided to use it. Okay, and so for this one, we're using, I can just pull all my pieces out. I'm using some crushed curry. This is my base. It's 8.5 by 5.5. And I have some ivory colored cardstock here because this inked Botanicals has an ivory background as opposed to a white one. So that's why I'm doing that. I don't use that color hardly ever. And then I have Lost Lagoon as a layering base. So I actually saw this card on a, you know, when you watch your YouTube shorts or your Instagram shorts, a card crafter, I think her name is Natasha Foote. She did this using washi tape. And I thought, I don't need washi tape. Why can't I use strips of DSP? And so I cut them down to just over 1/2 inch and just over 1/4 inch. So when I mean just, this is 5/8 and this is 5/16. But again, you can do whatever color or whatever size you want. Okay, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use these 4 strips. I have 2 small strips, 2 wider strips, and then this is my main piece that's going to go in the front of my card that I've layered with Lost Lagoon. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to dry fit this, which I do a lot of. So I'm going to put one there, one here, and I'm going to cross this over kind of like this, and then put this one here. Now I went ahead and did some stamping and cutting so this wouldn't take so long. So I'll show you what I've done. I've stamped a flower in Calypso Coral, also in the crushed curry. And I did these leaves, I know it's kind of unconventional, maybe a bit weird, in Lost Lagoon. And then this little stamp saying, it says, "Every thought of you makes me smile." That's this one here. And I put that, I'm going to put that over here. So the reason I want to dry fit this is, you know, you might need more of an angle, you might need less of an angle. You're not going to go over, you're not going to do this. You could, I guess, if you wanted to, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this flower because that is kind of my main thing. Then I want to put it at that cross section. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here and attach this kind of like that. So I have the whole piece, and then put it here. So I can kind of see the bottom of this. So I'm going to move this up a little like this so that this is more centered, I guess, kind of like that. I'm going to make sure that the saying that I want to stamp on here is still going to fit, and it does. It fits. Okay, so I will gently take this off. Ooh, I'm going to move this, and I'll probably do it again just to make sure I've done everything right. But add some glue. Now I should do this on my silicone mat, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble and things are going to stick, and I don't want that to happen. So okay, here we go. There's one. Oops. You know, washi tape, if you have it, this would be a great thing to do with your washi tape. But you can also do it making your own strips of paper. You can leave a gap if you want to, sort of like, you know, when you're tiling, but I'm going to butt mine together. I'm going to bring this in, and I'm just one more time, I'm going to make sure that I like my angle. Like, I mean, I can do this too if I want to, if I don't want my words to be, you know, too angled. No one's going to see this area. Just keep in mind that's what this is for. Although I like the right angles of this, so I am going to keep it. I could have put this a little off to the side, but it really doesn't matter. Just like that, right? Make sure that's okay. Bring that up a bit. Okay. All right. She's going down. And then when this dries, you'll just cut. You'll just cut off these little ends here. I like dry fitting things. I don't want to glue things down and go, oh, shoot. Wasn't able to make that fit like I had imagined in my head. All right, just like that. We know this is going to go here. We know this is going to go here. Oh, it just barely fits. Okay. And take some Lost Lagoon. Now, I was going to say that the last one that I made, I actually stamped this before gluing down in case I made a mistake. I could use a different piece of cardstock, but ta-da, that worked out quite well. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this flower down. Bunch of glue, like that, and like this. All right. And I'm going to take this tiny flower. I'm going to pop it up. Now, I've kind of cut two things out here. I might actually tear this down a little and put a different textured flower in behind here. Do I want to do this? That looks upside down. And I will pop that up because who doesn't like popping stuff up? Here's my dimensions. I think I only need one. Okay, like that. And this I will do a little bit of, just a tiny little dot on all the little leaves so it sticks. Perfect. Oops. And I will take my tweezers. Okay. Put that in that blank space, just like that. And take this. Perfect. Okay, now I can take my scissors and snip off this excess DSP. Just like that. Make sure you don't snip off any flowers. That would not be good. Just like that. Got a bit close to that leaf. Okay, just like that. Take this one. Get my silicone mat out of the way so I don't get glue on anything. Whoop, there we go. There we go. I'm being fussy, but there's a little tiny piece that's not, there we go, sitting well. Okay, flip this over, just like that. So again, the sale for the designer paper is on the whole month, but if you just want 1 or 2 packs, of course you don't want to pay the $11.95 shipping and you live local, let me know. I'd like to put the order in on Saturday, so if you can let me know by tomorrow evening at the latest, that would be great. You'll have to come pick it up. It should be here by next weekend if we order it Saturday. Hopefully, I think they've caught up on all their shipping delays, so that should be good. And there you have it. Perfect. That is my floral card. This is my Father's Day card. And that's it, ladies. I hope you enjoy. If you're watching on replay, let me know what you think in the comments below. And I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.